Okay, we're getting ready for the boardroom meeting. There is Team Impact,
Yeah, go Team Impact.
and there is Divine Einsteins.
My team does everything together, apparently. You know, the whole romance between Patrick and Ashley. They got each other sick. So they're down in the surgery wing, sick together. So I ended up having to finish our plans for the orphanage by myself yesterday because they were both sick and it was due. So I turned it in by myself. They're still not up here today. I guess I have to get the new assignment by myself. What happened to my team?
Okay, this is number 3 challenge for apprentice intern. Now, for the first challenge, we talked about making an impact upon the culture, emotionally, spiritually. We talked about, we did this day trip together where everyone went and just got into the culture. Our second challenge was part of being a good missionary is not only making an impact emotionally, spiritually, you also have to make an impact physically, and that is on the terrain of where you're at. You're planting churches, you're building buildings, you're bringing people in, and so being able to design, and they got to design the orphanage for Sally's Maya. Now I have those turned into me last night. I'm looking them over. We have not made a decision as of yet. So there is no winner, loser yet. Third challenge starts today. And I can already see as your groups have strengths and weaknesses, and some are dissolving right before our very eyes. For this challenge, you will be broke down to groups of 1. This is an individual challenge for every one of you. We talked about the spiritual impact, the physical impact you have on the terrain. Any good missionary serving in the mission field should also know something about the very nation that they are serving in, about their cultures, practices, beliefs. So for challenge number 3, we have our resident expert in all things cultural for here in Haiti, and that is Curtis, who is out at the Bay. Curtis has been developing a test for you all that will test you in grammar, that will test you, there will be a map, that will test you in geography of knowing where these towns and cities are that you are actually working in and living in. It will also test you on your overall knowledge of this country, its histories, some of its why. People say, why is this country the way it is? And instead of taking shots at it and saying the devil, let's actually look at some history of why this country is the way it is. So there'll be matching, there'll be multiple choice, there'll be fill in the blank, there'll be true, false, there'll be grammar, a map, a whole thing. This will all be individually done, and this will also be the first challenge that has an elimination. Low score is out.
So do the other 2 competitions not have anything to like in
The other 2 competitions, and we'll look at that. The one thing I did think about is the winner of this second challenge, the Designing the Orphanage, that team could have immunity from this challenge. But I don't want to say who I think might win too yet, so that everyone participates in this. But the winners could receive immunity. Could receive. The other thing is if I use your design. You might win and have the best design between the groups. But if I don't use it, if it's still not going to be good enough to where I can actually use it and make it work there, and I have to use my own, then you won't get immunity. So it actually has to be something I can use. But for your next challenge, so you need to get on the internet, you need to start talking to your friends and interpreters here, you start brushing up on some simple Creole, you need to look at a map and actually know where even Jody doesn't know where everything is the far west of her. Okay, they have names. You need to know where's the Bay, where's Beauchamp, where's Salins Mayenne, where's Chansol, where's some other cities and towns within the northwest zone of Haiti, and a few large towns within the whole country of Haiti. So that's your challenge. Your research starts now. Your test will be given within 4 to 5 days. Okay.